Hello, hammerheads. Thanks for tuning in. Well, Sadiq Khan has been his usual hypocritical self again. I mean, there's a place down south, Tulse Hill, and he's pumping millions of public money into changing the name because apparently it's just been discovered he's got connections to slavery. Oh God, here we go again. He's a Muslim. Sadiq Khan's a fucking Muslim. Who does he worship? Who do Muslims worship? Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad was probably the worst slave trader in human history, as well as many other extremely bad things, which I'm not going to go into. I mean, when is this shit going to end? And they say cancel culture doesn't exist. I mean, what is it with this selective slavery? It's like the left. It's like that's the only slavery that they know about, that they think existed. That titchy-weeny, tiny little bit of slavery that happened a few centuries ago. You know what I mean? Slavery's been around for fucking thousands of years. It's still around now. It'll always be around. It's ever since 2020, this fucking when George Floyd inadvertently killed himself. It's everyone's jumping on the selective slavery bandwagon, aren't they? Like Lewis Hamilton, for instance. Well, 2020 when he was prancing about with that massive padlock around his fucking neck to try and make a point about slavery. If he really cared about slavery, like he pretends to, instead of virtue signalling, he's got a big platform, he's got a massive fucking bank account. He's well known. Why doesn't he get some other like-minded celebrities like himself and try and do something about the 65 million people enslaved in the world today? Or don't they matter? Oh no, they don't matter because it's not in the past enough for people to get triggered about. See, this is why the left always cry and kick and scream and get triggered about things that happened fucking centuries ago, because they know they can't change it. Because they've no intention of changing anything. They just like to be seen to change it. They like to pretend they're upset about something that they weren't even involved in. They make me sick, and they say cancel culture doesn't exist. It was on GB News yesterday, I was watching it. I can't remember who was talking now. He compiled a massive fucking list of people, events and items and products that have been cancelled. Yeah. I mean, I could name them all here. Well, not all of them. There's too many. But this video will go on for a few hours. Why is it, right? The far left fascists always have to have groups and movements and lobbies, and activists. Normal on the right as them, they've got better things to do. I can name you fucking 6 off the top of my head. Far left, fascist, oppressive groups. Right, you've got Antifa, biggest fascists walking they are. You've got Black Lives Matter. Well, most people with half a fucking brain cell know what they're all about. They don't give a shit about black people. They scammed everyone for 90 million quid. Went mansion buying sprees and fucking supercars. Buying fucking houses in predominantly white middle class areas in America. They found the members. Well, the Black Lives Matter were founded 10 years ago on a massive media lie. Yeah, so really they shouldn't even exist in the first place. The likes of CNN and all these other fucking American news outlets They've got oceans and oceans of blood on their hands. Yeah, covering up all this fucking shit. I mean, all this crap about slavery. You got all these selective slavery bandwagon bandits since George Floyd inadvertently killed himself in 2020. That's why all this has fucking come about. You know? Oh, I'm just sick of this fucking shit. Yeah, ploughman's lunch. Oh, there's a pub, or some pubs, they've changed it to a plough person's lunch. For fuck's sake. When has women ever done a ploughman's fucking job? Doesn't matter anyway, because women they're getting cancelled now by the fucking trans activists, aren't they? You know, these nutcases, you know, people who pretend to be trans but they're not trans. I know a lot on this subject, more than them fucking idiots. You cannot be a trans anything unless you've transitioned. Fact. Unless you're in the process of transitioning. Fact. God, I've spoke to many of them, you know, and let me just tell you this. Real trans people are just as pissed off as me about this crap. Fucking men masquerading as women just so they can cheat at women's sport. Most of which have failed miserably, you know, competing against their own sex. Look at Leah Thomas. He was ranked number 50 odd in the world when he was on the men's team. Look at him now. Big hulking fucking 9 foot tall fucking bloke with a set of balls and a knob. But his teammates are allowed to they have to pretend that he's a woman. Otherwise they'll get booted off the team and their lives will be ruined. Yeah, cancel culture is very, very, very real. It's not some myth the fucking so-called elusive fucking far-right have made up. It's there, it exists. It happened to me, I should fucking know. But when it happened to me in 2015, it wasn't known as cancel culture then. I mean, fucking hell. I met my boyfriend off a fucking porn site on the trans, gay category. Yeah, I'm a cross-dresser. I dress up as a fucking beautiful woman. I put real fucking women to shame when I'm dressed up. Oh yeah. But I know I'm still a man. That will never, ever change. I mean, you ask one of these so-called trans women, like a bloke dressed up as a woman basically. You know, I identify as a woman. But ask them to define what a woman is and they can't. I mean, that's the height of fucking ridiculousness, that. That's the left all through and through, isn't it? Steeped in hypocrisy and fucking double standards. You know, they're racist, they're divisive, they're oppressive, they're fascist. Yeah, they're all fascist. Like I say, there's Antifa, Black Lives Matter, Extinction Rebellion, right? Insulate Britain, the LBGCB, fucking whatever they decide to call themselves next week. You know, indoctrination cult. Oh, and then there's the trans activists. Different factions, them two. And now some factions of the the alphabet fucking mafia, they're trying to eradicate the letter L from it because they don't like women. And lesbians is just a woman who fancies a woman, so a lot of them say the L should be dropped from it. But mind you, there's some factions of it in America will have a P there, which stands for pedosexual. Because you know what Biden's administration's done, aren't it? You've just passed a bill out there in America, like child, like abusers, you know, child rapists and paedophiles. They're gonna, you know, give them the lightest possible sentence ever. No jail. Because you see, paedophiles, according to the left, because the left love paedophiles, they're victims. You know, they are the oppressed. You know, they've got to be treated fairly and with kid gloves. You know, never mind about... I mean, kids, they're fucking shit. Kids are nothing, they're rubbish, they're shit on your shoes. It wasn't too long ago when children, you know, you had to put them first before anybody else. Not anymore. They're just shit now. I mean, remember Biden's administration, they're sexualising children. Oh yeah, putting them in danger. And not only that, they're teaching children, very, very young children, to be racist. Oh yeah, segregating them in the classrooms. Blacks over there, whites over there. That's what the Democrats have always done. They've been very big on segregation since they were founded in 1828. You know? They're still doing it now. You know, the Democrats might have owned 8 million slaves back in the day. I'll tell you something now. They own a hell of a lot more now. Yeah. Because this is the Democrats' trick, right? I've seen it time and time and time and time again. I've seen it with Obama as well. They want to keep ethnic minorities down all the time. All the time. Hispanics, black people, you name it. Because they're keeping them reliant on welfare. Look what they did in the 60s, the Democrats. They removed all the father figures from the family unit. And they told all the women, whatever you do, don't get married because you'll lose your welfare. You know, and as a result of that, crime and poverty went through the fucking roof, as you can imagine. That's, ironically enough, one of Black Lives Matter's demands were like to break up the fucking traditional family unit. I thought they wanted to tackle crime and poverty. You can't make it up, can you? The hypocrisy again, you see. Yeah, like I say, why did the left have all these groups and fucking lobbies and movements? I mean, you shouldn't need them. You shouldn't fucking need them. I mean, why does the trans activists need fucking groups and communities and all that? Jesus Christ, what do they want? They want more privileges and rights than fucking straight people. Oh yeah, they have. Because I've been called loads of names off them on Facebook and everywhere else. You know, I'm a straight, white, racist, horrible bastard. I'm not straight. I'm certainly not fucking racist. But, you know, and then they get away with it. But if I say to one of them, which is the truth, biological, scientific truth, facts, if I say to one of these fucking blokes, well, you're not a woman, are you? You're just a bloke dressed up as a woman. I'll get dragged through the court system. Guaranteed. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen people, you know, good college professors and the like, and people who work in the police, you know, high up, been fucking cancelled, lost their jobs and their reputation for telling the fucking truth. You know, saying it how it is. Oh, this trans and fucking issues and that. I mean, you can't dress up as a woman and say you're a woman. I mean, you ask any so-called trans woman who identifies as a woman, right? Ask them to define what a woman is. They can't. Which leads me to, how the hell on this fucking earth can you identify as something you don't know anything about? I win again. I'm always fucking beating these fucking idiots in fucking debates on fucking Facebook, especially fucking LBC, every fucking day. In fact, there's hardly a fucking day that goes by when I don't get called racist or transphobic or fucking this and that and the other, you know what I mean? A Nazi, an Islamophobe, a transphobe, a racist, a little Englander. You know, you fucking name it. Just for telling the fucking truth. I'm none of those things. You know what happened to you know when we were kids, the adults, you know, the bobbies on the beat and parents and teachers, just adults really. What did they always used to say to you when you were a little kid? Honesty is the best policy. Not anymore. Not anymore. I'll tell you something now. I've always been an honest person. I don't give somebody an opinion they want to hear. I'll give them opinion. What's a right opinion? What I think. Not just... If they choose to get offended by it, that's their fucking fault. But I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to live the rest of my fucking life learning how to tell lies just to keep out of trouble. Jesus Christ. There's too many people doing that now. They daren't tell the truth. They daren't say, you know, the obvious facts. Because now, you know, mythical fairy tales and, you know, make-believe, they're facts now. And if you're honest with somebody, you know, like with a real fact, a real scientific fact, which is undebatable, that's hate crime. How the fuck did we get here? It's only took a few years to reach this insanity. It's fucking frightening. What's it going to be like 10 years down the line? You know? Fucking hell. You know that? Fucking idiots walking around this fucking country. Like, I'm sick of hearing about this. How racist England is. No, it's not. We're the most multicultural, diverse, inclusive, welcoming, tolerant country on the fucking planet. Look at the evidence. Look at it. Look at the evidence. Don't take my word for it. Look at the evidence. Look at it. Mountains of it. It's right sat there on your lap on a gold fucking platter. You just refuse to fucking look at it. That's what the left always do. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want any facts. They're frightened of them. They're frightened of the truth. Why, not me. I've never been scared of telling the truth. It's got me into trouble a few times over the years, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to turn into a barefaced liar just to suit the fucking woke, psychotic, fascist, racist left. Teach them fucking... Aye, the Biden administration. Critical race theory. That's what they're teaching little kids. They're segregating them right. You know, they're pointing at the black kids and they're saying to them, you lot, are you going to end up with nothing. You're going to be oppressed all your life. You're going to get shit jobs if you get any at all. Then they're turning over to the whites in the classroom, on that side of the class. And they're telling them all they're going to succeed. They're all going to get great jobs and be millionaires because they're white. It's fucking extremely fucking dangerous to teach kids shit like that, man. If that's not a racist policy, I don't know what is. Fuck me. Anyway, I've had enough of this fucking shit. See you later.